So come on in, take a sip. Let's wind down on a Saturday mini, and it is early here in Germany, let me tell you. But I got to go to Regensburg today. So let's jump into this grid and see what we got for the day. What kind of Saturday are we going to have? Will it be easy? Will it be difficult? Who knows? Let's see. 5-star as a hotel. Good Lord, that could be anything. Imagos to be, well, insects, right? Maybe pupas? I don't even know if I'm spelling that right. Top. Dig up could be unearth. Doesn't feel too good though, does it? Spread throughout. Their bodies are worked on. Flighty sorts. Top. Company originally founded as Sleeper Inc. And I think this is Serta. Serta used to show up in the crossword so much more, but these days, still gotta be waiting on it though. What a bull in a china shop causes. Okay, well this is helpful because even though it's untrue, there was an episode of Mythbusters where they proved that bulls are surprisingly graceful. In fact, if I can find it, I'll throw this up there so that you can see that episode. But I think this is havoc. And I would normally want to put in chaos, right? Put that A from unearth and remove from memory, probably erase. Yardstick could be a standard. Let's see, 5-star as a hotel. You see it in there, right? This is maybe poshest. And this could be a standard, yes. And it looks like spread throughout is going to be pervade. Their bodies are worked on. Perhaps these are autos. And I guess top is going to be 1-up. And so flighty sorts in 2 senses, maybe space cadets. Nothing is feeling firm on this one today, is it? Exclamation in hospital dramas. Popular news podcast since 2017. I think this is the Daily. Created an account. They can be Horatians, maybe odes. And I don't think this is lied. But again, does any of this feel like, oh, that's it for sure? No. Exclamation in hospital dramas. Well, since we've got 5 letters here, I'm thinking this is clear, which is something we say right before we use the defibrillators because we don't want to shock our colleagues. Pastries popularized during the Habsburg Empire, and I think these are strudels. Strudels. Fair treatment. Smallest country ever to win the FIFA World Cup. Is this a U? Takes off. Is this an R? When one might be on track to arrive. Well, track, question mark, maybe a train something. But this, if that's correct, this gives me at least, I think this is Uruguay. Fair treatment, you're due. Some fur-lined slippers, though. I don't know that they're actually fur, are they? Seems like they're probably fake, but I don't know. I don't own any Uggs. My wife has some, though. Catchy song, slangily, probably a banger. Oh, okay, so takes off, yes. I'm thinking this is as in subtraction. Family connections. What will we do, baby? Inscribed Viking monument, and I think this is the rune stone. When a school's marching band typically performs Crunchy salad bit. I think this is probably a crouton. A crouton. Excavation site since the Bronze Age. This is the tin something. The tin. Gosh, I cannot remember. Maybe a train trip here. One getting caught in a trap. Maybe a speeder. Man. Philosopher David, who wrote a treatise of human nature. And this is David Hume. Rank. Okay, so I guess this isn't about a social or caste order. I think this is about stinky, nasty, rank. So maybe fetid. Don't really get a chance to use that term much. I need to start introducing it more in my usage. Get it back in my word hoard. River passing through Lake Geneva. And this is the Rhone, I think. This must be the tin mine. Okay. That makes sense. Not so nice. Maybe meaner, though I think that's really inelegant. So the school's marching band typically performs probably at the half, which is a clever clue and answer. I like that. Bad guy. Pictures on a farm. Small appetizer in Turkish cuisine. I think they're talking about maids. Kitchen concerned with an oxymoronic name. And what neuroplasticity allows our brains to do. So I think this is an R. I think this is freezer burn. And you know what? It is oxymoronic, right? Unless you've actually treated or had a case of frostbite. It's a burn, all right. Coach's first name on Cheers. I remember that show. I think I've seen every episode of that show from when I was a teenager on. I still, whenever I see it just playing somewhere on one of our many streaming services, I'm always like, yeah, Cheers. I gotta watch that. What neuroplasticity does. This is probably a remap and, kind of a genesis of sorts. Throw down. Maybe I wish I could unsee that. And how many times have you actually said that in life? I wish I could unsee that. And then you always lament after that, but some things cannot be unseen. In a coordinated fashion, I think this is en masse. Exigencies, needs, verb in a Hemingway title. I think The Sun Also Rises. Huge fan of Hemingway. Like some beaches and convertibles. I mean, surely you see this in there, right? I think this is topless. So throwdown may be a brawl. And edible wrapper, I'm thinking seaweed. I'm thinking sushi might be a good thing tonight. Annual music event in the Big Easy. We're talking about New Orleans here, and I think this is Jazz Fest. I've not been to one, and I am a huge lover of jazz, so I think I need to get that way. So bad guy could be a heel, and one side of a transaction, maybe a payee. Pictures on a farm. I don't know. Global Lending Organization, International Monetary Fund, perhaps. Brand for which Garfield was once a spokescat. I think this is Alpo. Okay. Keep the hits coming. Maybe we're piling on here. I don't know. Gosh, nothing in this puzzle feels like it's like, oh, that's perfectly perfect here. Nothing so far. Maybe Tin Mine, right? The Rhone, clearly, a river going through Geneva. Opening for a spell. This feels pretty comfortable. Abracadabra, though now I have Steve Miller Band in my head probably all day. And just so that I'm not suffering alone. Abracadabra, I want to reach out and grab you. And if you don't know that song, something good for you. Cram in, maybe jam pack. Animal on Greenland's coat of arms. Well, if you're like me and you're a country information geography nerd, total geeko on country flags, and you'll actually know this is a polar bear. When doubled gung-ho, perhaps this is rah-rah. Queen's style, typically associated with arena rock. So, pictures on a farm. Hay forks? I don't even know that I've ever even heard that term. Not that I should. I mean, I'm not like 90 years old. I shouldn't have heard every word on the planet just yet, but good Lord. Polite, casual assent. This is clearly thanks. Hard pass. Hit in the head. Arrangement following a union agreement, perhaps. Earmark. Okay, we're gonna allot. Brightons and others, and we're talking about Celts here. Oh, let's get this spelled correctly. Arrange. So this might be back pay, and which is always nice. Yes, thanks. I don't know. Does that even sound right to you? Genetic variants, no idea. Title woman in a 1968 Turtles hit. Oh, gosh. I love this song. This might possibly be my favorite song on the planet. But on the same album was, what was it called? Imagine You and Me. Maybe that was on. I don't even remember anymore. I better turn my speaker on though. Eleanor G. I think you're swell. Was close to maybe new. Hard pass. Do not want. And I guess this is gonna be beaned. Now I hope I didn't fat finger anything. I don't want to pull another Thursday on myself. So how do we do, Bob? Good. Yeah, I mean, I've really been kind of gun shy ever since Thursday. Rib cases versus rib cages, and I don't know what I was thinking then. That was the craziest thing. But I will see you all tomorrow when I get back from Reagan's book. I'm going to be doing a little antiquing today and some house sitting for a friend of mine who is visiting down to southern Italy. So I think they're going to Salerno and a few other places. So I'm going to go make their apartment dirty and leave mine spotless and clean. Thank you so much. I woke up this morning to some fantastic comments. I love that, by the way. I love it when you comment. I love to see people actually subscribing to our community, and I love it when I see the likes. Thank you so much from the bottom of my already overflowing heart, right? Thank you. Thank you. In the meantime, have a wonderful day. Be good to yourself. Be good to others, right? Because it feels good. So do it for selfish reasons. Until I see you tomorrow, ich wünsche Ihnen einen schönen Tag noch. Tschüss. Cheers.